Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the TBM, where we're going to give you guys the July 30th, Tuesday Major League Baseball plays that I'll have. All right, I know that this video is coming out a little bit later. We're going to miss actually one of the best bets that I had for today. Right now, the score just is 0-0. They just through the first pitch, so at the time of recording. So I will give you guys this for those of you that do have action in this game. You can follow along, but we won't. For intensive purposes, I will tell you that I'm making this video after the Guardians and Tigers game has already kicked off. So let's get down into it. All right, I will have, including that, 5 best bets for you guys in this card. We look for these games starting at 6:35 is the first game out on the East Coast. That's where we're going to be getting into the majority of the action. This has been a very, very interesting start following the All-Star break. I have a very strong liking for a lot of these games and also a couple leans along the way. So make sure you guys all stick around to the end of this video. And also, if you're new to the channel, perfect time to do so. Subscribe. Check me out on X. Handles in the bottom left, as well as follow us over on the Discord. Great community we're building over there, and let's get down into the plays, okay? So that first game out there, like I said, we are going to just touch upon it, give you guys my analysis, because I want to talk about the trade that was made within the Indians, okay? So a lot of people are kind of banging their heads, wondering why the team with the second best record in baseball has not made a move. Well, here's the deal. They never do. Okay, so for those of you that are Indians fans, Cleveland fans, it's the same old, same old. Dolans won't spend money, and now we are here with Lane Thomas, 250 hitter, great splits though against lefties. So it is kind of what it is. It's not a home run, but it is something where it's kind of just We'll see what happens and look for the Guardians to continue their efforts into the postseason. Okay, but enough of that. Let's talk about it. This is where Gavin Williams going against a Tigers pitcher within Tyler Holton. Holton's not been bad. Okay, so this game I would strongly lean towards the under, but I'm also going to be looking at the Guardians on the money line. The opening price that I bet was minus 148, I think it was. So I did lay a little bit close to $1.50. I like the Guardians. I don't know how the Tigers are going to score, so that's kind of where we're at in this handicap. So I did lay that, but like I said, by the time you guys watch this video, that game will already be probably, if not close to conclusion, but towards that direction. So let's get into a game that I do have a play on that has not started yet. Okay, this will be the Baltimore Orioles. We're going to ride with Corbin Burns hosting Chris Bassett. Love Burns. Love him at home even more. I love Baltimore more at home. We're not going to lay the $1.89. I am fading Toronto. I know they've stung us a little bit in the past, but this is one where we can get a minus 105 price on Baltimore. And right now, that's almost even money. Okay, so I'm seeing 102 in the market. That's what we're laying. Odds courtesy of oddsjam. You can check it out right here for you guys. For yourselves. Also, please check out oddsjam before football season starts. And if you do bet a lot of baseball, do not bet without it. If you have not signed up, the link is down below in the description. 35% off your first month or annual plan. Truly invaluable tool within sports betting. So check it out. Like I said, I use on every one of my bets. And if you want to get started with a promo, use my link down below with that TBM as your promo code. All right. And then the next game, New York and Philly. Hard to bet against the Yankees right now, especially plus price on the road. I don't think they're getting the true respect they deserve. Garrett Cole going against Aaron Nola, an outstanding pitching matchup. Both of these starters, I believe, had shaky starts their last outing. I don't really like Nola's last 2 starts, so that's kind of where I'm at with his handicap. I know he's 11-4 on the season with a sub-4 ERA, but I am still going to be looking towards a lean on the Yankees. I can't turn down plus 103, so that's kind of where I'm at. I think that this, the slump that they've been on, I think it kind of lit their engines, if you will, with all the Aaron Boone trade talks. So I do like the Yankees quite a bit. I'm just not going to bet it for my best bets. All right. Next game, Marlins, Tampa Bay. Jeffrey Springs hosting Edward Cabrera. This is a fade against the Marlins, but we're not going to do it in the sense of the manner of hoping for Tampa Bay, I guess you should say, to outpace them. I think this is a fade on Tampa Bay because of the fact that I just don't like their pitcher coming off injury. So this would be Marlins or nothing for me. We've been riding the Marlins pretty wholeheartedly. Plus 154 money line. can't turn that down, but I just don't trust Miami's pitching enough that I'm willing to lay that in this situation. So staying away from this game, but I do expect this number to go over that 7. I'm kind of shocked that the total is set so low. So I look for over 7 to be the play in this contest. All right, and then the next game that we do have a play in, we're going to go out to the East Coast once more. We're going to go to Boston. James Paxton hosting Luis Castillo. Boston Mariners. This is one of my best bets. We are going to be laying the Boston money line plus 105. Right there is a great price, great value. Out of the Mariners pitchers, Luis Castillo is the least of my favorites, I should say. And this is kind of where my handicap is, because I just truly think that along with New York, Boston's not getting their respect enough either. So I like the Red Sox. We're taking them on the money line, plus 105. Hopefully Paxton gives us a great outing and we get the job done. Okay. Next game out there is Chicago in Cincinnati. This is a staff day for the Reds. The Cubs are throwing the likes of Justin Steele. All bets aside, he's probably been their most effective pitcher. I think he just fails to get the offensive output that's needed. But I do like the Cubs in this spot going against a Reds team that's going to staff. Also, if you do like that, you could actually get into some very good value taking the Cubs over in their team total. It's another angle I'd look to shoot, so that will be my best bet, okay? That almost was one of my best bets. I might sprinkle that a little bit into a couple parlays a little later on, but Chicago Reds would give me the Cubs and Cubs team total as my leans, all right? And then Minnesota and New York. This will not be a best bet. We have the likes of not anymore. I'm trying to find who's pitching. We do have the likes of Sean Manaea and David Festa. This one, for lack of a better argument, will not be a play on the side or total. Hard to bet against the Mets. They won last night. I liked the Twins yesterday, didn't lay it, but now we get them again plus 116. I don't like the pitching matchup they have. Simeon Woods Richardson, much better contender with we had yesterday. Very low scoring affair, I believe, or at least I should say it was until the Mets blew the door off. So that's kind of where I am with the handicap. For me, this is Mets, but we are going to look into the side of taking a no-run first inning play. If I did have to pick a no-run first inning bet, this would be the bet that I would be making. And this is the great thing about oddsjam, guys. I'll give you a little bit of a demo. Let me pull up. So you pick up the game, and this is what you can get into. All the markets you can see right here for yourself. Boom. Simplifies everything, and it gives you that best number available. That's just one of the small features, but what I use it for mainly. So in this, we can find the best numbers out there. Minus 105, bet 365 on the under 0.5 for that first inning. Now, I do want to share with you guys something as well, okay? And I don't know if it's going to have it on the first inning money line, but I tell a lot of people over in Discord this all the time. If you are going to play first inning bets, no run first inning, or yes for the first innings, this is something to look into as well. All right, and this is kind of what I recommend in most cases. I'm trying to find that first inning. So find the first inning three-way bet. Okay. Now, what you have to look into is we were right. We were going to lay, in some sports books, we're offering minus 115, minus 125. So why not sell yourself short? Take the chance at a tie, a 1-1, a 2-2, a 0-0. So I a lot of times lay that draw where you can basically find the same price, minus 120, minus 117's out there, okay? So lay that minus 117, minus 120 versus that minus 105. Give yourself another out if you are going to play a no-run first inning and take that draw for the first inning money line three-way, okay? So that's kind of where I'm at. It's no-run first inning in the Mets game. And then let's get into the Rangers-Cardinals, which by all intents and purposes is a very good pitching matchup. Lance Lynn going against Max Scherzer. I would love to bet the Rangers here. However, I don't like the fact that, simply put, they're on the road. All right. But if you were going to bet this game, I would look into Scherzer strikeout props. He's been absolutely phenomenal. Had a great last outing, 2-3 on the season since his return, 3.5 ERA. I favor the Rangers, not trusting them on the road. If I was going to bet the game, it would be with the Scherzer over strikeouts. All right, and then let's get into another official play. This will be the likes of Kansas City and the White Sox. Outstanding grand slam by Bobby Witt Jr. Phenomenal day at the plate for the phenom young player. Within this, though, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my play. This is simply a play against the White Sox. I don't even care who they're pitching at this point. It really, truly doesn't matter. And today we get Jonathan Cannon plus matchup for Kansas City in terms of pitching. And I look for them to kind of keep that momentum going. Look for them to cover the run line, so lock it in. Kansas City minus 1.5. We are going to play that as an official best bet. I locked that one in. We are taking Kansas City minus 1.5 at a minus 113 price. That's very great value. I look for the White Sox kind of look like a little bit of a, not White Sox, but maybe the White Flags today. So look for them to concede this game. I see Kansas City, as long as they don't lay a dud at the plate, winning this game with margin. And I'm very confident, too, because Kansas City, if you watch that game, they had a lot of runners left on base. A lot of runners left on base. A lot of double plays they ground into. So I look for them to score in this game and get the job done on the run line. All right. Pittsburgh, Houston, that was a phenomenal extra innings game. I'm not sure if it was extras. And yeah, I think it was either extras or Pittsburgh scored in the ninth. I'm not quite sure on that. I watch basically every game, but a lot of times I miss the finals or some of the smaller details, but I do have, like I said, anywhere from 4 to 8 games running at once every single night. But within this game with Pittsburgh and Houston, I'm not really a fan of the pitchers, Bailey Falter and Hunter Brown, in terms of giving us an edge and picking a side. If you do like some value, plus 175 Pittsburgh on the money line, even plus 1.5 at minus 125 on the road. But Hunter Brown's been pretty good. I like the Houston Astros to get the job done, but if I was going to bet this game, it would be in the form of an under 8.5 bet. So look for that minus 113. That would be my lean. Atlanta in Milwaukee. No play for me, though. We have Bryce Elder. There's no pitcher listed for Milwaukee at this point. So going to stay away from this game, and I cross this one off the card before we get down into these finals out there. Okay, but we do have 4 games left to talk about. The first being Colorado, Los Angeles. Cal Quantrill going against Griffin Canning. I know the Angels can't hit the baseball, but this is something where we look at the over 8.5 strongly being a play. I would not pick the side. If we were going to pick a side, I would love to bet against Quantrill, but not with the likes of the Angels on offense. So for me, it's Angels money line minus 123. Possibly even the Angels first 5 might be a better avenue, and also look for the Angels in this over 8.5. That would be kind of where I'm at in my leans for this contest. All right, and then we will have a couple plays kind of tied in together, but for these last 3 games, let's just get out the Dodgers and Padres game. Matt Waldron going against Tyler Glasnow. Hard to bet against Glasnow at such low of a price. I know they're on the road. Padres lineup has been kind of resurging, but I just don't trust Waldron. Dodgers minus 122. That's a no-brainer. That's not going to make my card, but it is a very strong lean as well. And let's get into these last 2 games, all right? And then we are going to take money lines and parlay them together. They're just really good plays, but they're not the prices that I like to lay on individual bets. So we have a $1.53 and a $1.80 within the Diamondbacks and San Francisco Giants, respectively. We're going to tie them together, get plus 142 on the money line. 2-team parlay within the money lines. Diamondbacks, Ryan Nelson going against Patrick Corbin. I don't really care. Diamondbacks off a loss is what attracted me to this game. I look for them to bounce back at home. Washington has been a very, very horrible very, very horrible ball club since being one of the most profitable in that first half of the season. Also, if you do want to get into a yes runs first inning, always the Nationals are a great bet. So that will be not a play, but we are going to tie in the Diamondbacks money line within the San Francisco Giants money line, $1.80 and a $1.53 respectively. Robbie Ray going against JP Sears. I've been riding the Athletics on the money line pretty strongly, but the Giants, they've been a very, very solid team, very reliant, consistent team. And Robbie Ray in his first start, 8 Ks, 1.8 ERA, and a 1-0 record in that first game back. So look for him, hopefully not to have a letdown game, but hopefully to continue that magic against an Athletics lineup that is dangerous. They're young and they're scrappy, but I look for him to get the job done. Lefty on lefty matchup. So like I said, put them together, $1.42 plus 142 on that money line parlay. All right, so a little quick recap into today's plays. Like I said, I have an asterisk about Cleveland because that play was already commencing. It's like I said, I bet it after first pitch, but that's something where this video is going to come out before you guys have an opportunity to bet it. So for my tracking purposes, I did log it. Kansas City -1.5, -113. Boston on the money line +105. Arizona, San Francisco parlay +142, and then Baltimore on the run line -102. Those are my 5 plays I made today. We'll see what happens. Look for a lot of plus money outcomes. Get back into the green, but that's kind of where I'm at within today's games. Appreciate you guys watching. On your way out, this is a great time. If you haven't done so, subscribe to the channel. Twitter handle, bottom left. Appreciate you guys. Good luck with all your bets. Hopefully we'll see you on Discord a little later, and we'll see you guys all tomorrow with the next video. Cheers.